This is Jace Pearson's Tales of the Texas Rangers from the exciting TV adventure series. Wanted, Bad Hills Gang and the Rimrock Gang. And this game has seen better days, but it looks like it has been played. And it's 1956 here. Screen gems. Okay, the three Rimrock Gang members start here, and the three green Bad Hills Gang start here, and they have to travel. And there's one die that you throw, so I don't know what that went. So the rule is you have to bring all your men in first, so one would have to move. Oops, so a 60 could have had the radium mine already. They have to go and they want to land. I think you have to land on the radium mine, and then you would, from there you would have to go all the way to the gang's hideout. And once you're there, you're safe. Now the first side, now if there's two players you're playing, one person's playing both bandit gangs. If there's three, one takes the red and one takes the green. The other person has the Texas Rangers, who are down here, and they start there. And if there's four players, well, one's blue and one's yellow. Now pick up four things. There's the radium mine, so it says radium mine. You take it back here, you're safe. In fact, once you get past the outpost, once you get to the outpost beyond, you're safe. Texas Rangers can't go here, past here. Now, if a Texas Ranger crosses over or lands on the same spot, you can have multiple bandits on the same spot or multiple rangers. If you pass over a land on a bandit, if he doesn't have any loot, he goes back to the start. If he does have loot, he goes to jail, wherever that may be. Well, here's the main part of town. Just to know, it's a little more modern Western. There is a auto repair, bank, there's that bank loot, saddle shop, gunsmith, Wells Fargo Express, and, well, the Palace Hotel. And there is Star River. If you land on one of these blue spots, and since when you throw a throw, if you're, I can't find my finger through the viewfinder. If you're here and you throw a 2, you'll take that. But like if you're here and you throw a 1, you might want to take a card. If you don't, just go the other way. You take a card, you go by the instructions. There's 18 cards, they're all here. 3 of them to say move 3 spaces in any direction. Message calls you to the Circle King Ranch. And there's 2 for a bandit to break out of jail and start off again. But once you go to jail with you, which means you have loot, the loot is returned to wherever it is, like Wells Fargo, Circle King, somewhere. 3 remain where you are. This is like non-cards. And the others say go to radium mine. In that case, you can get loot. Go to cave, go to railroad station, which doesn't do anything but take you halfway around the board. Out of gas, once again, modern convenience. Go to the garage, your car breaks down, auto breakdown, go to garage. Takes you to the Palace Hotel, blacksmith. Now I'm assuming when you go to the garage that I thought at first maybe it wasn't here, but since you might be able to go to the Wells Fargo or something, and my finger should be done. So I guess you're just going to the outside part. Okay. And so the first person, if the Texas Rangers capture 6 men and they go to jail and don't break out, 6 men, 4 men, they win. If 4 of the outlaws, 4 of these bandits get to the hangout with the loot, they win. So that is the game. And as I said, I got the instruction, and one of the benefits of getting the games, you never know what you get when you buy it. Oh, of course, unless you look. Sometimes you get pencils and pens as a bonus, or a tablet, or little notes and game pieces from other games. Here it looks like they're applying for jobs in the, well, a brakeman or a rear or something. Brakeman gets 3 times as much as a brakeman. Past name same as a brakeman. Live in Chicago. And something else. And Mr. Somebody's in Detroit, and here's Mr. Jones, and 20,000 yearly. So I'm hoping this is old, and that's probably figuring out the salary there. All right, but it's one of the interesting things about buying a used game. You buy a new game in a store, you're not going to get anything exciting. I like getting also scorecards and other things of previous games. You can see how much the person has played the game. And since I'm at it, you really should buy this Baby Boomer game book by Grit Polizzi. Has all these pictures of all different games. Tells you what year they're from. So that's nice. So maybe you can look it up on Amazon or eBay and buy it. Spot a car, I have that, I think. You can check off and see if you can buy them all. Okay, and a directory at the end. So that's a nice, it's a nice addition to whatever you have if you're interested in board games. This is by category: sports and westerns and games for girls, war games, games for boys, quiz shows and TV shows, and TD Bank, which I use as a bookmarker, which marks up my books if I press it in there too long. Well, this has nothing to do with Jace Pearson, but it's just nice to say. Okay, and I'll leave this on my desk for further reference. This is not a desk, it's a table. Goodbye.